because of the Malaysian standard nowadays, BlackBerry, talking about landed property, nothing less than 700k, 800k, things like that. During my time, 200k, what I get a whole wow, okay? But nowadays, 700k, 800k, this one juga lagi, nothing doing that. Memang keluarkan ada property, right? And government also, they come up with various plans to make sure that the people have their own property. At least ini satu kewajiban kerajaan dan memang sesuai dengan kehendak masyarakat. Property is a must to all Malaysians, right? So we have in the course because kita pun kalau ada case study yang nak bagi beliau, kita akan study sikit tentang cash flow property dan sebagainya. Right? So let us go to the introduction. Why, what is property is all about. Boleh kan? Okay, kita tak ada masalah, kita straight away. Yeah? Right. So ini dalam yang punya handphone sudah dalam WhatsApp.
Dah. Cuma yang nak bagi Kevin sudah bagi dah.
So yang move
So this is an overview lah. A simple overview. Housing development is one of the most profitable sectors in the property industry. Alright, they offer high potential returns. Okay, but high potential return depend on how you manage the property, how we manage the development. Okay, sometimes it can be straightforward, sometimes it can be not too straightforward. Okay, ada rahsia-rahsia and you have to calculate where to do the bank. Sekarang yang kayak kita kasi pada itu introduction from the property industry, what are the requirements first, and then later we zoom into what actually the bank would want to have from you as a potential developer. Kau jadi nak berlagak dengan dia, kau nak ni kan? So you tak asing kan dengan benda jadi kan?
Tak asing kan dia apa semua tu, tak asing sangat.
Tak asing dengan dari sering orang. So kita tengok pada sini yang Housing Development Control Licensing Act dan macam-macam act kalau kita mereka sering lah. Nanti dalam punya handphone so ada information share gitu. So you have to think too much. Sekarang cuma dengar lah apa yang nak sampaikan. So kalau ada Standard Act, National Land Code, Street Drainage Building Act, macam-macam act yang kita lihat. Malaysia ni terkenal dengan macam-macam undang-undang. Town and Country Planning Act, Local Government Act, Uniform Building Bylaws, Environment Quality Act, Land Acquisition Act, Uniform Building Bylaws, Environmental Quality Act, Land Acquisition Act, Companies Act, Contract Act, Real Property Gain Tax, Finance Act, and Stamp Act. So supposedly lebih kurang 13 anak yang digunakan kena more or less tahu. Okay, jangan sampai tak tahu. Okay, once you tak tahu, walaupun ada host yang kadang-kadang mereka akan test you. Sengaja cakap topik yang orang usia dia tengok, you tahu tak tahu apa yang nak present pada. Dia kata ni kau seeking loan of 20 million, 50 million, sekali bank tanya sikit satu bank ni apa, alamak yang and how the bank will feel comfortable. Remember one thing, the bank has responsibility, two great responsibilities. Number one, to their shareholders. If they want to approve you 20 million loan, and the fine is 20 million, 40 million, it's not their bank, it's not the bank money, the public money. So they have two big interests to govern. Number one, shareholders fund, shareholders interest. Number two, public interest. Because they're using public fund to finance your program. Again, the bank akan sentiasa pegang mengenai. So they have the right to say yes or to say no. Depend pada hukum tertulis when you present your paper to them. So you can simply ada bank macam-macam. No, they have the right to reserve the answer. Again, so what's it? Okay. Then this is what you have to do. Initial preparation and registration. Before venturing to the development, they must register company sekitar dengan companies commercial bank. Salah. This one is for the wire. Identify suitable land. Ini dapat purchase or joint venture with the landowner. Ini ada, you have to really identify. Because at the end of the day, you are responsible for the roads. Okay? And landowner also responsible for the land. Jadi the combination must be perfect. The proposed development must be something that must be profitable. Tak boleh kalau ada shortfall atau then create chaos among your team. Okay, and then conduct due diligence, ensuring ownership is clean from free and free from encumbrances. Itulah encumbrances, right? So the land must be free, no interpretation. They want to join the acquired, the diligence must be made, and kalau boleh seboleh-bolehnya tak ada private carrier kan. Okay, even private carrier pun sometimes can spoil you punya momentum of nak development. Sebab kalau nak keluarkan private carrier, kita minta high court bina kelulusan, and it will take about 6 months to do that, right? Licin. And then okay, you have to check the local authority macam benar-benar for zoning. Okay, don't think tengok jadi ni boleh develop ni gini kan. Confident aja kan. Wah ini cantik ini kalau jual 400,000 garanti laku apa dia zoning itu laku. Local authority dia cakap apa? Benda ni untuk kilang, it's not for residential. Kacau. Before you want to commit any JV apa, make sure you do your homework. Okay, and then what is the zoning, and then okay, you have to prepare certain planning appointment of consultants. Okay, at the company, the land potential developer should engage professional consultant. Architect will be a very crucial role. Architect ni nadi mana-mana banyak develop. Kira residential ke, building ke, landed ke, commercial ke, architects are the most important guy. Followed by civil and structural engineer, mechanical engineer, town planner, land surveyor, quantity surveyor, dan sebagainya. Quantity surveyor is another basic, very important guy that you will work with hand to hand together with them because they got experience. They tengok the plan. Dia tengok dia punya konsep yang dia arkitek dah buat dan sebagainya. Dia tengok dia punya finishing dan sesuatu pun projek ini sebenarnya just dia tahu dah berapa kos. For example, you punya 22 dan 70, right? Residential, 2 story, for example, right? You nak tiling ke apa, you nak spesifik macam mana ke gini-gini, batu je satu semua, projek ini sebenarnya semua dah tahu dah. Right. Cuma tu ada zone dan at least rough estimation for this area that's it. So simple as structure engineer dia ini kena bawa jauh lagi kita tanah ni. Kena pergi tengok tanah yang you dah ada. Supaya dia orang boleh tahu bancian berapa banyak tanah yang akan dimakan untuk drainage untuk apa saja. Because remember once tanah kalau you be 1 acre for example, right? Baru letak by rule of thumb, easily 15% gone.
Betul.
Kita besar apa? Kita besar apa? 15% gone. Kalau you buy 1 acre of land, you JV with the land owner, 50% gone. You know why?
Surrender. Apa? Makes sense.
Oh, infra, surrender.
Banyak reason. Number 1, drainage. Right. Number 2, apa lagi?
Jalan.
Nama permainan.
Number 3, perhaps solar. Number 4, TNB substation. Kalau you punya lebih kepada certain ada formula, katakanlah 100 units ke apa, perhaps you gonna buat pond. Bukan untuk you benam. Yang solar ke apa, then pond cannot swim Okay. And then kalau kita letak ini, then you can ada connection fee dengan previous developer how to extend dan sebagainya. Right. So tiang-tiang TNB semua tu pun akan ada tanah-tanah ada. So TNB akan masuk Syafas akan masuk kata senang zina. But don't worry too much. Jika orang architect dah tahu dulu. Okay, but get ready kalau you purchase semua itu kan 50% memang tak boleh jawab. Okay, for quick calculation supaya you tak dengar saja boleh tak you fikir-fikir saja. Kita dah item buat 1 acre of land, property size of 22 times 70. Okey, satu lagi berapa kaki persegi?
43560.
3560. Right, 43560, right? Di dalam dikolir Arba'at, Salasa, Hamsa, Sita, Siwa, 43560. Boleh tak? Apa tu bertengah? Alright, never mind. Okay, that is 43560, right? Okay, katalah you nak buat development 22 times 70 per unit. So my question is, okay, supaya you umat panas ya, berapa banyak you boleh buat atas that connector?
12.
Ambil lah calculation sikit. Okay, you start with 43560, betul? Okay, and then you minus 15%. You order tanah boleh develop untuk property is only 37026 or 37 square feet. Okay, so kalau you develop 22 times 70, you dapatkan 1540 square feet. Right. Now, 37 divided by 1440 square feet. You have more or less, you boleh tahu lah, 20 units kalau you nak buat dengan dia punya apa ni, belum campur lagi lah kalau macam you nak buat kalau lot design dan lain sikit apa kan, potential is there lah. Right. So dari situ kita tahu lah berapa dia you boleh buat dan sebagainya. Okay? Dapat tak? Dapat kita dapat?
Kena panggil ke depan seorang, Tuan Raiman boleh tunjukkan.
Okay, kita nak ulang boleh tak? Nak ulang boleh tak?
Boleh ulang.
Miss, boleh ulang? Can I repeat more? Yes sir. Okay, 1 acre plan, 43560, right? Alright. Times dengan 15%. 15% is 6534. So you minus dengan 43560. You have 37,000 square feet if you want. Okay. Kalau you nak buat 22 times 70, berarti 1540. 1,500 square feet. 1,540 square feet. Ini nak jadi developer lagi, kita tahu ni. Ya. Mana ni patut nak papa-papa. Kita tahu kan? Okay.
Saya boleh tulisan dan tulisan.
Raiman boleh orang
Apa, kejap lagi kita buat. Ini just IQ test, push up kan.
warming up.
Warming up dia betul, alright. So, 37,000 square feet divided by 1540. You can have about 24 units lah kalau betul lah. But normally the locality won't allow you to have that number lah. Because sometimes they get a reserve again to road, not possible. So perhaps you can have about 19 or 20 units, something like that. Okay? Sekarang ni jalan tak macam dulu, jalan kita kosong. Because sometimes dia dah bajet untuk umur kosong.
50 kaki sekarang tuan.
Sometimes 60 kaki pun.
Ya.
So
kalau depan ni pun.
Okay. Baik, mana tadi? Okay, so mechanical and electrical engineer. Okay. And then town planner, land surveyor, handlers of subdivision and statutory plans. Bila you dah acquire the land, you have to plan how many units, and certainly you can, plan for baby levels. Right? So this one land surveyor will come in and assist you. Right? And then this professional ensure the project comply with planning and technical standard prior to submission to local authority or approvals. So these professionals only have to compile dalam suatu master document setelah pada kita, okay? Dan kita will come in on your behalf selama kepada local authority or approval. Right? It's a long process lah in fact. Okay, development of sufficient capital and access to financing. The main financing involved okay, project financing structure. Okay, purpose. Term loan to fund finance land purchase and provide working capital for pre-lending expenses. Okay, so land purchase depends how you negotiate with the landowner. Right? Sometimes landowner macam tadi kita bincang kan, landowner maybe give you 100%, but in return they want income. And they want cash 200,000, the rest they want income. Income can be the number of units. Contoh kalau you develop 100 units successfully, maybe 5 units, 10 units, or whatever, they will be returned to them because they want, they give you free time. Here again, you must make sure that the land is free from all encumbrances, the church, the cabin, the order, and the land is ready for the land. But before that, you have to do land survey. You have to go to local authority and ask for zoning, things like that. Kita semua okay. Kalau ada tanah tanah macam mana? Nak apa?
Kalau macam macam mana ni dia boleh berhubung dengan building kan?
Bank simple ke tak? Bank ni dia tahu dia keluarkan duit kan? Perlu buat dekat bos semua seperti you punya kerja. You datang kat kita semua dah klik.
Surat apa pihak dari
Local authority.
yang tadi itu semua.
Yeah, locality from the certification by the semua tu. Locality especially bagi yang perancangan.
So sir, kalau the developer nak loan, katakan bridging loan ke ataupun project loan ke, so our side as a developer kena siapkan all the documentation and also the approval dulu lah, baru kita submit dekat bank lah.
Bank simple, ada goyang kaki, ada kaki tu mana? Ini perlu tak nak? Macam mana? Tak boleh. Kita nak batal balik, kita jumpa mana, kita selalu ada soalan.
Tak nak, upfront dia keluar dulu lah.
Itu punya hak. Sorry, itu saya bagi harsh juga kan. Approval is your problem. My problem is assessment of your project dengan public fund. That is by my thing that is correct.
Macam land ya, pension, teknik lah.
Baik kan?
Ada 3 rumah. Satu dia nak pindah rumah, buat tak masuk. Tanah tadi tu
Macam mana ada satu kita ada 3 rumah.
tanah tu ada sawit, sesuai ada 3 rumah.
So, sawit
Donation satu rumah kan?
evaluation.
Donation satu rumah juga dengan tanah tadi. Dia masuk donation, masuk dia donation tu begitu.
Itu juga kalau kau di eyes on the bank lah, tu di eyes on the bank lah. Okay, buat handphone kalau di dalam bank tak nak tahu. Okay, kalau you propose to the bank ada 10 acres. Okay, bank nak tahu siapa tu, this 10 acres betul ada lepas zoning kau di mana. Whatever problem you have in squatter kan, dengan ada lagi kelapa sawit ke apa kan, there is no problem. Okay, ini benda dia bank dia strictly act as lender, that's all. Act as lender, your problem itu ada satu yang rumah tanah, satu rumah linda. Ini you settle dulu. Ini bank understand, aku bilang dulu. Sama juga kalau ada juga bank, kalau datang ada proposal ni, kita cakap you can resolve this proposal, you can be going back to the okay? Because we don't want to get involved, kita know you bring our weapon by the side. Okay, so we have to go to meet that, so we go, from bank perspective. Memang masalah. Tapi that is what is happening.
Tuan Syed, kalau yang kita yang baru first project ni memang susah ke nak dapat dari segi fasiliti?
Tak juga. Ada syarat. Ini ada syarat.
Ada?
Ini dah konsultan fee kita bayar.
Beres.
25%.
25%.
Selain makan kelakar tu.
Tuan penasihat.
Tuan penasihat 25%.
Alright. So, okay, proper cash, okay. Bridging finance, bridging loan to fund construction. Okay. Until project sale generates sufficient cash flow. Kalau tak buat keliru, bridging loan is construction loan. No. Bridging loan is loan atau cash
Jadi
given by the bank untuk assist you sementara you belum dapat proceed daripada hand balance. Now, it's not construction loan, different thing. We welcome another person.
Adis lawyer.
Ya, boleh.
Lawyer.
Oh,
Guest speaker. Guest speaker. Speaker juga.
Oh, speaker juga.
Ah.
So, have you seen this? Right. Bridging loan is actually bridge. You know bridge, right? Bridging jembatan. Right. So in any legal when you proceed and construction, you are the progress claim. Subject to you punya purchaser dapat loan daripada bank. Faham tak? Boleh faham tak memang? Atau kurang faham? Ya, dia begini, construction cost itu katalah 30 million. Of course, you bayar contractor pakai kan? 20 million is a big amount. Right. So how to make sure that you know you punya project tak tergila? Because ini tadi kita dah cakap, you have to have cash flow. Your own internal source of money. Boleh shareholders money. Okay, shareholders fund maybe ada 5 million, 10 million deposit. Subject cost is what you get, right? So the cost is the cost, because we already contracted with the contractor, right? But in between, to make sure that you know that consulting cost, tak kena dana, and other duit dan sebagainya. The source will come from number one, shareholders fund. Kalau shareholders fund ada duit cukup, apa yang nak ambil pilih pun. Tapi kalau katalah shareholders fund tak juga, consulting cost katalah 20 million, shareholders fund 5 million, so ini bridge, jembatan, to cover the consulting cost. And this is what we call bridging loan. And when we come in, construction loan is a bridging loan to gap between claim yang you can dapat daripada construction progress from end financial, okay, dengan what is actual cost on the ground datang. Faham kan? Akan bila ada case lagi kan, you boleh nampak macam mana saya kata.
So bridging loan ni kena apply beforehand, boleh pakai, boleh tak boleh.
Kadang-kadang kalau dulu yes, you boleh apply beforehand. Kadang-kadang sekarang ni juga bank big stringent. So kadang-kadang you kena clear procedure dulu tentu. Kadang-kadang dia kasih package subject tu. Right. Tapi kalau dia buat jauh, you kena secure dulu tentu tak boleh. Dan kau nak kena prepare diri pun dan tuliskan. You kena sign dua agreement, dua fee, dua stability dan macam-macam. Jadi habis responsible. Okay, normally the interest rate atau complaint untuk bridging loan a bit tinggi because the short term. The short term. Tentu pun sama juga. Okay. Alright. So before we can proceed further, the standard approval process involves number one. Okay, layout plan approval, master planning approval from Majlis. Yang jawab soalan itu tadi, Majlis kena atas surat dulu, mereka benda itu okey, alright. Yang dapat dulu layout semua sekali. Dalam Majlis ada JDR, ada syarat, ada bomba, ada TNB, macam-macam. Saya kita ada 12 di mana. Semua itu kita perlukan. 12 atau 14 susah dikatakan. Yang lagi semua sekali. Alright.
So bank yang tu lah. Bank nak tu lah.
Oh ya, bank tu dulu. Kalau tidak bank kasih tu, bila approval from local authority, there's also security for bank. Remember, bank ada public interest. They can give you money or that without approval of the local authority. Alright. And then building permit approval, structure and architectural compliance. Okay, this one from Akhil, lulusan architect, penantas untuk lulusan. Right. As what any infrastructure approval that established in SSO, Semua ni kata masih ada tak confirm pada pemerintah. And then amalgamation, combining multiple laws in necessary, surrender re-alienation to economical loss. Okay, surrender re-alienation to economical loss. And this one, macam tadi kita buatkan, kalau developer landowner tu sekarang dalam proses kan. And this one can be already better apa? Because this one can be in misalkan ada appointed lawyer, right? Menjadikan benda itu in the process. Sampai accept benda itu tak ada salah. Right, and then after subdivision, right, and then after the release, they will apply for developer license, advertising, sales and permit, APDL from KTG. Accompanied by the required deposit and supporting documents. Again, developer's license is mandatory. Again, after developer's license, you tak boleh jalan. Karena sih maybe dah senang. Tapi tak akan release bagi kita dapat dia perlu berasa. Itu mesti itu nak kena tampang dekat dia punya sari so. Kan, kita lagi company ini nama tu. Angka. Kalau ada property seribu unit by angka dia perlu. Right. So orang saya tengok ada 10 SPA itu, ya, itu very important dari kita pamerkan dekat tanah yang kita jual. Ada benda tu noy, okay? Then, then after ini dari bidang kita pergi operation termasuk dengan sales activity, right? Kalau dia boleh launch dan upload kita always have, okay? Ataupun basically kita dapat sesuatu rumah. And then financial control, housing development account. Okay. All monies received from purchases must be deposited into a housing development account, HDA, maintained with an appointed bank under the housing development control and licensing. Okay, duit yang dapat tu boleh withdraw, but it's going to be monitored under HDA account. Bukan simply duit apa ada hold.
Dia kena release approval bagi PKC.
Ya, sama juga sebelum kita ada yang bank semua bukan force customer deposit, so must itu zaman dulu boleh. Sekarang no more.
Every 3 months kena sampai.
Oh, dulu belum lagi booking deposit E0 kamu dah buat kan? Belum lagi sale. Itu mentality orang dulu kan. Now,
sampai tender dah berbuat sendiri.
oh ya, dia nak dulu. Dia boleh buat. Biasa lah. So zaman dulu dia lebih apa? So very professional. That's why so many acts. Because why? That's why saya tu pakai rehabilitation di mana? Because too many abandoned bodies. I kata tu boleh juga dalam kes tadi. Kenapa benda tu dia? Mismanagement of power. And then fund projects can only be withdrawn based on certified work progress verified by the architect. This mechanism purposely is by the protection against project abandonment. Okay, kalau dia nak protect daripada project. And the proper use of funds simply for construction related expenses, transparency in cash flow management, sales. Okay, so this creating very important. Media protection, very important. Against project abandonment. Proper use of funds simply for construction related expenses. So no more misuse of them. Because why? So it must be, whatever bill must be submitted by architect. And of course, the bank, macam SB result, they have to be technical development. So not only the control, not only architect, but whatever architect can be revalued by what technical development. Yeah, so the board control is good.
Tuan, ada tanya, if kita as a buyer for that project, if abandoned, what is protection for the buyer? Kalau kita ada proses maknanya, adakah bank akan kejar juga buyer because you fail to pay the loan? Ataupun okay, then you still bayar, kalau you tak bayar, you don't get this lah. encounter sebenarnya a few customer yang dapat daripada projek, ada yang mesti bayar, ikut apa, patuh pada syariah.
Memang yang
Ada yang tak bayar.
that's why so many have tadi because kalau dulu once the project is invented, why orang ni bisa besar ni memang keren kalau memang besar. Kalau invest more than 1,000 rupiah, kita bayar 10%, 40,000. And then baru 1 year kepada 2 years sebenarnya. In the meantime, 2 tahun tu maybe construction sampai 60%. Property dah ada. Because dulu property dah ada, dia tak ada. Dia dah ada, dia tak ada. 60% completion. Half. You think you can sell half completed building? So what is the value of that building now? Half. Zero. That's the certificate of fitness. That's the certificate of fitness. Karena siapa boleh tinggal situ? Bila letak kambing pun saya sampai jalan sana. Kalau sini, tak ada certificate of fitness. Apa lagi letak orang? Betul. Nobody is allowed to duduk dengan dosa. Kalau dosa jadi begini. Allah money. Kalau you tadi ambil 1,000 dulu, 40,000 dari mana? So that 60% tu maybe, maybe according to maybe 250,000. 250,000 is being financed by interest. Interest tu dia lama banyaknya because why? Dia ada tengok pada commercial bank, ada dia kasih before commission, dia kasih maybe straight 6%. As for bank, okay, they give you start with 2%, 4%, 6%, depend on the progress lah. You know? And you have to pay interest. Walaupun you jalan rumah tak complete, dia bank macam tu lah, dia it's not problem. It's not my problem. You mengadu lah dengan jalan dia problem apa, service interest you have to. Maybe kita boleh lenient kan, right? Maybe, right? But ultimately you have
if the buyer nampak dekat slide the progress is too slow, adakah the buyer have the right to ask the bank, okay, you jangan disperse dulu the amount?
The bank cannot say yes or cannot say no because why? The bank also being very compliant. They comply dengan whatever he said when misalnya ada benda tu slow dan harus kompletan dengan HDA it's not bank responsibility. Bank can partly involved, but we cannot expect the bank to stop based on your structure. Because collector limit, everybody agree, you don't agree, then maybe trigger percent lah. But the bank can never say no, you don't pay. Because they want to HDA, right? So the bank cannot really say no, you don't pay. Unless kalau you are taking loan financer and you also can finance financer, maybe because two lanes. Yeah, project finance by bank. Tapi yang mana juga ambil from CIMB. Yang mana susah sikit lah. Okay, kita yang sama. And to make sure that you have a very good progress in terms of your development. Kata you potential developer. I just want to ask you, what actually the real risk of any developer?
Sales.
Sebetul.
Sales.
Ini pergi negosiasi sekarang. Adanya dua. Apa dia tiga?
Manpower. Manpower, raw material.
Ini kena konsultan tiga dari lagi. Biasa.
Stock order dari public government.
Kau ya?
Stock order.
Stock order.
Yeah, dari
Okay,
public
before stock order, once you want to launch the project, okay, as a mentality of developer, there are two big risks. Actually, three, okay, two big risks that you have to really consider and push hard as possible to eliminate this risk.
And financing. And financing for customer.
Tengok later. It is part of it, but you know, kalau kita boleh duduk dalam case tadi, why I cakap, ada bukan cakap kosong kan? I suka tunjuk bukti ke apa later, right?
Cash flow.
Apa dia? Siapa tahu? Yes. You lawyer mah, should we tahu mah? You yes. You want to become a developer, you have 5 million, you want to invest in that 5 million. There is only 2 million in your account. Yeah, 5 million you have to done. You expect within 3 years from now, maybe give you another 7 million, so we have only 5 million potential. Right, that is a potential income. Right, but the immediate risk. Dia pun dalam condition. Nanti dia sikit kita sampai ada topik.
Tak approve itu building plan.
Tak boleh. Dia dah hampir lah. Please, everybody give this. Semua ada teka-teki sikit kan.
Tak boleh berfikir sikit kan.
Developer license tak approve.
Rasa dah approve.
Approve.
Now you have to spend, you know.
COVID.
Whether you use agent or agent, they already spend lah. Okay, as a developer, in any development, right, you have 2 big risks that you must eliminate as fast as possible. Number 1, what we call, that is almost sales and marketing risk. This is a very, very crucial part. Okay? Kalau you punya project launch katalah 1/1/25, right? Semua kita sudah siapkan. Buy it back and you launch 100 unit per zaman, right? Dia ada impact. Kalau you first quarter you dapat jual semua, dengan third quarter baru you dapat jual, dia akan ada impact dalam punya break-even cost, interest cost, semua berimpact. Dalam kes tadi dah siap dah semua, nanti kita dulu. Okay. As a developer, you have to have a very strong solid punya marketing plan. Jangan tunggu lagi sebulan launch baru pilih marketing team lah, itulah, inilah. You have to get standby. And somebody you produce a very impressed booklet, okay, which should give around spend some money to have a very good catalog. Finishing, ambil professional, ambil gambar, jangan pakai handphone, ambil gambar, maksudnya very good shot super, gambar, image and whole, we have to use icon, we have to spend, Malaysian standard atau seperti dia lebih pengaruh dengan marketing. Karena nama dia itu ABC, nobody knows that, kan? But dia punya, dia punya profile, dia punya, impressive, people tend to buy. People may buy. Because they see your seriousness in the market. Tunjukkan you punya Google, Oceans, dengan website, dengan all those things. Dengan model, sometimes you dah ada buat. Ada tahu influencer atau whatever, blogger, dalam TikTok, or whatever means, you need to spend in marketing. You tak boleh tunggu sampai third quarter baru semua unit sold. Dia ada efek banyak atas you punya cash flow. Interest will give you. Dia tak bunuh lah, tapi interest instead of you boleh bayar katalah 1 million, jika you tak cepat jual, interest that is short up to 3 million. Ini bukan cakap kosong, dia jadi kita bertiga. Okay. And number 2, apa dia? Sales marketing June. Right. Very June. Masa malam, right? In 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, you dapat jual semua. So what is the another risk?
Competition risk.
Yes.
Baik, dapat info saya.
Jangan dia makan dia mineral water.
Belum, satu
Approve tak ada.
Science.
Alright. So, two big risks yang we gonna handle. Number one, sales and marketing. This one, I tell you as a developer, jangan malu-malu, jangan takut spend money. If you have, real estate agent yang dari bawah ada salesman, yang memang fokus apa-apa, you have to get extra commission, bagi. Whether you bring in the number, you less headache now, you save banyak duit. Kalau dia minta 5 sen, instead of 3.2%, bagilah. Kita ada headache. Okay. And these people, the real estate agent, they will also calculate what are the, what are the calculation for if the buyer want to see, if the
Habis. Bateri.
okay.
Kerja dah tukar.
Ada, tapi tak tahu pasal.
Mungkin itu.
Oh, tu lampu dah mati.
Speaker yang macam ni.
Ini baru besar, tapi suara kena.
Kita take 5. Kita take 5 dulu ke tuan?
Saya ni mau ni.
Oh,
So the construction risk or building risk or completion of physical building. Okay, this is also another big risk. Okay? Kalau kontraktor you pilih yang kurang baik, you buat due diligence on that contractor. Nama besar, for example, but when during the appointment, rupanya dia ada cash flow problem yang you tak tahu. Right, no doubt you ada back to back agreement. Okay, no doubt. Okay, and somehow the completion dia 3 tahun dan jadi 3 ataupun 4 tahun. Okay, 1 year dan yang penalty tu. You kena penalty tau as a developer. Penalty because you tak complete within the time frame.
Penalty for what? Siapa?
From the sales value. Ha? You're right. 10% tu. Kalau you jual 600,000 je property, 3 tahun tak complete. Satu rumah 60,000 kau, you kena compensate balik tu jasa.
10% per annum ikut berapa hari dia.
Ada calculation dah lah kan. Of course you can claim back daripada kontraktor lah. Kalau kontraktor tu masih ada. Tapi kalau kontraktor tu dah kaput, dah ramai bayar sangat usamanya, dia pun declare semula lah, dia pun tak nak claim. You kena tanggung pening tu kan. You need business.
Kalau tak
This
bayar,
is serious risk.
customer masuk tribunal. Kalau tak bayar, tribunal masuk.
Oh, macam-macam ada. Dia kasi tu stop order ke hapus tu, apa yang kita boleh rasakan. Not on the way to this stage. I tell you, headache. They will put banyak kalah di situ. This is a very big risk which you really need to study, need to do due diligence, jangan anggap ini. Okay, marketing, sales and marketing risk, and completion or bidding risk. And the third one is extra on top of this. Siapa tu? Ni kalau siapa tahu dia punya jawapan dapat hadiah apa cik pasal?
Hadiah nasi lemak.
Melancong ke Korea apa?
Oh, tak balik-balik. Pergi tak boleh balik.
Melancong ke Korea sampai
Tak balik-balik.
bukan melancong ke Korea sampai tak payah balik. Wah, banyak hadiah. Okey, siapa tahu ada risk.
Compliance risk. Compliance risk.
Compliance lah. Semua dia combine lah. That's why dia dah boleh buat construction semasa ni.
Contractor tak ada G7 atau yang
That's why ada construction risk. The third risk. The third risk actually is not under people, it is you yourself. Lagi kita tengok, kita cash flow, kita tengok dah million, right? Dia experience 30 over years regardless of siapa jadi developer, alright, sometimes abandon quality. Temptation, you know. Tak pernah jadi developer, tiba-tiba jadi developer, tengok, wow.
Oh.
Ini
Sure.
orang berselis lain kan. Orang lagi, apa dalam proses silap lama. Dia pakai itu dia semua. Dia tak tunggu nanti projek completed dan betul-betul close account, dia enjoy itu. This is common. So many that dulu kita dekat MSB kita terus nama-nama besar kita nama-nama kecil hotel, yang shop lots, yang residential, yang multi-story, semua unit sold, tapi project still abandoned. Tak pelik. They use the money because why? Belakang tu rupanya dia ada hutang sama Along. They are various reasons. Cash flow management very poor. Very poor. Boss, the accountant very good. Especially accountant tua kan, especially perempuan lah, kan? Oh, very strict. Chinaman lah, sorry tu saya lah, Chinaman punya accounting lah, kita orang kan, very strict, ikut hukumnya. Tapi bos lain, kau cakap, you keluar, ini semua high five lah, gini-gini lah. Oh, susah gila. Dia punya pekerja pening tu, bos, okay, this is the third place, the real place. Ada jumpa banyak. Ada juga banyak. Ada yang tak pasal-pasal daripada satu jadi 3, bukan jadi 2, jadi 3 terus. Mana datang punya energi pun tak salah. Dia suruh lupa 1 terus 3. Asyik betul ni kan. Sabarlah and like moving evangelist community is very good. So this is the third animal organization. Okay? So we take a break, kita ladies and gentlemen, sekarang kita nak kurus-kurus ya. Right, so we take a break and then we sambung sikit. Kita kelas sampai berapa?
9 sampai 11.
11?
11 suku. Tadi kita start lambat sikit. Jadi kita lambatkan dalam 20 minit lah. Dia 2 jam.
Oh, saya 2 jam ya?
2 jam.
Oh, itu ada 4 jam.
Kalau saya dah share, naik share dia nak bagi.
Ini baru 30% tu.
Dia share tu.
Tapi, belum.
Jadi kita adjust lah.
Case study lagi tu. Case study nanti will give you broad idea. Okay. Nanti tak apa, kita take break sekejap. Okay, banyak sebenarnya.
Ataupun kita curi masa Ishak tu.
Boleh.
Honestly, I thought the 7 to 7.
Oh, because
Yeah, betul.
so I want to get 2 hours, so okay. Boleh lah, jadi 1 jam lebih. I potong ni memang masa.
Ha?
Ni I curi memang masa. Tuan saya boleh have more time. No worry.
Boleh more time.
Nanti kita boleh adjust. No worry.
I know,